Welcome back, everyone. I'm filming this video about a week after my trip to Indore. I'll be sharing some moments of my trip. At the same time, I will also share some updates and talk about few ideas. I was completely unsure if I should go to Indore. For a year, I have been trying to lose more body fat, and Indore being a food centric trip, I was slightly reluctant. But it was my school friend, his wife. I considered going for it anyway, as it was long overdue. I have not been on a trip with one of my oldest friends, and therefore I had to go. A day before the trip, I watched Loving Vincent, and it struck a chord with me. I could empathize with the emotions and the thoughts shared in the film. When two characters are speaking about Vincent Goff and discussing his struggle with mental health, the dialogue went like the one you see on the screen. I also had to drop my cat Puru to the boarding place. Looking at him through the carrier was sweet, but these days I also find it heartbreaking. He doesn't completely like it there. I have no alternative, and the person looking after him is caring and she knows her job well. The journey to Indore was not at all comfortable. The roads are dug everywhere in my city. This forces the bus to alter their boarding point, and they informed me about it the very last minute. Thankfully, an old friend was dropping me off, so he was like a lifesaver and dropped me at the right spot. I am fascinated by these roads and the roadside restaurants, the shops and the small businesses. They conceal so many human stories that are invisible to the traveler's gaze. I reached in the morning and waited for my friends at a cafe. We visited a few food joints at Chappan Dukan and then headed to our Airbnb. Since we all were tired and the heat outside was unbearable, we decided to rest until the evening. Now, there are three ways that you can explore food in Indore, the popular ones. The first category consists of food places that are open during the usual daytime business hours. The second is only open from afternoon to evening, and the third is only open after 10 p.m. until 1 a.m. After the list was exhausted, we came back to our Airbnb. We rested for a bit and watched YouTube. After 10, we left for the famous Sarafa Bazaar. Since we had eaten way too much during the day, we thought the first thing we'll have is a paratha. This place is famous for Shahi parathas. Eating this first allowed us to keep everything after this optional, which is mostly chaat and sweets. By 12:30 we were done with everything and we went back to our Airbnb. Though I could not completely recover, I still had a good sleep that night. The next day was less intensive. We had a list of food joints which was scattered across the city, but we decided to be mindful and chose the best place to have breakfast. Back to the Airbnb, and then for the evening, the last evening in Indore, we went to another cafe, had a coffee and a snack, and that was all. We then left for our respective travel routes. Some of the best food I had in my life were in Indore. Short trips like this can be energy training, but they are also a good change from a routine. As I was writing for this video, I felt that I did not really get space to explore and think about other ideas. That is what travel sometimes does to you. My mind was focused on the experiences and sights I had in front of me, while disconnecting from the thought patterns that play in loop in my daily life. Indore, you are outstanding. I'll see you soon.